Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys know what time it is. Today is the day. We've been talking about this all year long, and we're finally here for the Fresh Start Expo that is going on this morning in a few hours. Listen, we're starting at 9 a.m. I strongly advise if you're hearing this broadcast today, you need to be getting your clothes on and getting down to the TCC and getting there early. I advise you do not show up at 9. We are starting at 9. You need to be making your way down around 8 o'clock. Getting in the line, okay? So 8 to 8:30, I'll be trying to get there early, getting in the line, and getting ready for the Fresh Start Expo. It's going down. We are excited. So just a few hours from now, we're going to be starting the largest public safety event in our city, and we are excited for you to come on down. So get your clothes on, get your family member, your friend, your community member, and come and join us. It's the Fresh Start Expo today, this morning. We're going to be here up to 1 p.m. Let me also say, do not try to show up at 12 o'clock. You guys, come on. You guys are killing me, guys. Get down here early. Matter of fact, because we have many people to still serve, we'll be cutting off at 12. We'll be here to 1 p.m., but we're going to be cutting off legal services at 12. So whoever's in the cubicle waiting on the judge at 12 is what's going to be seen all the way up to 1 p.m. So again, we have people coming in at 11:45 a.m. and coming in at 12 p.m. expecting to see a judge. That's not going to happen. I'm just telling you right now. We grow every year. So we had around 1,000 people last year. So guess what? We're going to be having more people down here at the TCC this year in a few hours. So I strongly advise you, if you're listening to this broadcast, get your clothes on and make your way on down to the TCC. Get here early. Do not wait forever to show up. We have people coming in at 12:30. I can't believe this. You will not be able to see anyone. You're going to probably get a future court date to come back, okay? So I'm trying to help you. This is not all day. We're not here all the way to 5 p.m. We're taking just a few hours out of your day to make a difference. And if this really means much to you, you will do this. You will make a way. We make ways for everything else. So I'm saying this is for your future, and it costs you nothing. It's absolutely free, okay? Just register so we can get an idea. So you still got time to go to our website and register. Go ahead and register so we can know that you're coming. But yeah, and bring a neighbor, friend that's also having some legal issues, and y'all come on down together and be a support, a beacon of support for each other. So we got Tom Cortez in the building, as well as we are excited, works really hard with us in the expo. He's going to be our MC for tomorrow. He's going to be on the stage, and we're excited to have Tom Cortez with us. He's been with us for some years now, and have learned a lot of things, know how this thing works. Tom, what does the expo do for Tucson?
Wow, what does it do for Tucson? What does it do for Tucson? Bro, I'm going to say that even before I got the services that Fresh Start has to offer, my life was changed forever.
Wow.
Just by attending the first Fresh Start that we did 4 years ago, bro. I mean, we saw throughout the day, lives just absolutely changed, incredibly changed.
Yes.
And you know, I was still reluctant, right? And I'm right there, bro. I'm right there, and I'm still reluctant. The next year, same thing, bro.
Yeah.
And then last year, I'm going in there, man. And I sat down with a public defender, spending their time on a Saturday, bro.
Yeah.
She put together all of my stuff, man, and I got my rights restored. And but your life has changed forever. We constantly see it. Everybody that comes through that door, man, I know if you are drawn to this, and I just got a call from a mom, calling about her son because her son's worried, and apprehensive about coming to the community center because he's got a warrant. This is a no arrest event.
Yeah.
This is an event where you are going to get the necessary resources for you to move forward into your future and have a flourishing future, that you could get a sustainable wage job to take care of you and your family. What does Fresh Start do for Tucson, bro? The public safety issue. I mean, you don't have to run around with warrants.
Yeah.
You don't have people running around without licenses driving. And if you ain't got a license, you ain't got insurance.
Right.
Right? So who's going to pay for that accident if you get in an accident,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, I mean, man, for public safety, bro, this is just incredible, because you're stopping people from taking the choice of criminal behavior because I can't pay this.
Yeah.
I can't pay this fine, bro.
Yeah.
They put a warrant on me because I
Yeah.
can't pay the fine.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not going to do it. No. Man, come to Fresh Start. Get there, okay? If you haven't registered yet, you can't register now. Just get there, okay? Get there at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. Get there.
Yeah.
There is going to be something there that you need. I promise you that there is going to be somebody there that you need to talk to, because where you are is where you're supposed to be, because there's something to learn there, or there's something to be taught there. So please come. Don't be apprehensive about coming. We will get you the help that you need to move forward in life, so you don't have this burden on your back and just trying to carry it by yourself, man. You got plenty of help, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A community center full of people.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we were just talking about a line around the building.
Yeah.
8:30 in the morning. Line around the building, bro.
Don't show up late.
Don't. And let me tell you, you come through the door and you're going to see tables all over the place. It's going to be super confusing, but there's going to be people there with Fresh Start shirts on that are going to guide you. And they're going to guide you to the lines for the justice court, for the
Yeah.
municipal court, for the superior court. They're going to guide you to a public defender if you need to sit down with a public defender. They will guide you to a law student if you need to sit down with a law student in order to understand what it is, the process that you're going through. Okay, and then there's tables for resources, for behavioral health, for housing, for jobs. We're going to have sports clips there doing haircuts. We're going to have DKA there doing clothes. Listen, there's something there for each one of us, from having a past that we could go and learn something to have a better future. We can go and gain something which is going to improve our opportunities in the future. We can go and sign up for something that is going to make us better versions of ourselves for the future. There is going to be educational opportunities, vocational opportunities. There will be jobs. There will be behavioral health. There will be housing. And there will be a whole bunch of really good people, bro, that take their Saturday to spend there making us, from this past group of convicted people, a priority in their life.
Yeah.
How cool is that, bro?
Right.
We become a priority for a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
For people who never thought we were ever the priority,
Yeah.
for the day, you have made us the priority for Fresh Start.
This is awesome, because we know in America, when you get a felony, it doesn't stop when you complete your sentence.
Oh, that's real.
The felony
know.
background do not stop following you after you complete your sentence. And a lot of times people don't understand that until they're actually in the middle of it. But because of a felony background, people have employment issues, and they have housing issues, and over 200,000 people in Arizona is disenfranchised to vote because of a felony background. I mean, they strip everything away, and then when you re-enter society, they do not give what they took away from you back, and you got to continue to fight. And this is why we say Fresh Start. Fresh Start means so much. The F logo means so much. I can go from talking about having faith and having fortitude and and so many different things, and having favor and forgiveness and all those things. That's what F mean, and we want people to know that they can have a fresh start, and they can start right now. We can't tell you how many smiles are on people's face when they leave Fresh Start. They maybe came in apprehensive and nervous, a little anxious, have anxiety, knowing they got a warrant, not sure if they're going to get it brought into custody, get arrested. And we don't do that. We, at the beginning of Fresh Start, I talked with the presiding judges and our county attorney about making this a safe space for people to come and deal with their legal issues. And everybody agreed, that we're not going to be making arrests that day, okay? You can live another day to go to court and handle your business, right? And so those are just a few things, as minor as a haircut, just giving you some dignity and making you look presentable and look professional. You're just going to perform better when you feel better about yourself. It's a I want to bring haircuts and hairstyles to the team so we can boost up your morale and boost up your self-esteem. That was taken away from you in prison.
Yeah.
So coming out, you don't got to walk with your head down and, as if you defeated. We're here to help bring that rehabilitation and that encouragement and all of that. And so it's a beautiful thing for Fresh Start Expo. We be working hard. Don't get it wrong. Like we enjoy it, but we be dog tired after it. But the rewards makes it worth the risk. The rewards of what we see in our community, what we see, how it impacted lives, is worth the sacrifice and the hard work. And we do this every year. So come on out again to take advantage of these resources. We have clothes, okay? So if you need interview clothes, come on down. We got clothes for you. So and everything is free. I can't overemphasize that. Everything is free, from felony-friendly employment, housing. The city housing is going to be down with us on tomorrow. So, look at some opportunities.
Legal fees.
Yeah, legal fees. Yeah.
Legal fees,
Man,
bro.
listen.
Oh, come on.
Court fees and fines is like having a loan. So for that to just get squashed and waived, most people get it waived. Some people, the judge, depending on how big it is, they'll waive, probably 80%. You pay like 20%. And that's still like amazing versus what your balance used to be. But we hear the testimonies all the time. They went in, wasn't sure if that money was going to get waived, and they come out like, oh my God, I just can't believe what just happened. That weight of stress has been removed over me. So, you can get your voters' rights back, man. Like you can vote again. We just do so many different things, and it's just great to see the impact. And trust me, as the founder, I'm thinking of other services to add to the table. What's missing? I got a call yesterday. And the lady said she do free phones. She said, can I come to your event and just give out free phone? Heck yeah, that's a resource. There's a lot of people that need to call a probation, call a parole officer, and be able to have a working phone for employment or for an apartment. Yeah. So we got the phone lady coming on down on tomorrow. So nice. Looking forward to seeing her at our event. So these are just some things, man. That I know a lot of average Americans don't think about it, because most Americans have basic needs. But when you come from prison and you don't have an ID, you don't have a transportation, you don't have any money because you haven't gotten a job yet, man, a Fresh Start means everything. You go to one place and get most of all the stuff you need taken care of in one place without having to drive 5 miles. Get in the sun and wait for a bus, and you hot and sweaty. None of that. Just come down to the Fresh Start. It's just awesome time.
That brings another F up, bro.
Yeah.
Future,
yeah.
It gives us a future.
Yeah.
It gives us a hope and a future. And the hope, when you walk through the door, bro, and you see all those tables and all those people that have come there to spend their, what would normally be a day off, making sure that we have the resources that we need in order to have a future. Right? That gives us hope, bro.
Yeah.
And a guy coming out of the court, when we say the payment plan, that guy had $25,000. The judge took $15,000 off. He said, every $500 you pay, we'll take another $1,000 off.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Right? And you go in there thinking $25,000. I'm never going to be able to pay this. I can't never buy a new car. I'll never be able to buy a home because this will always be hanging over me. It will always be a lien against my life. Right? And then a judge changes your life. And you walk out of there, bro, and the apprehension you may have walked in there with is all gone, bro.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, man, for 4 hours that I spent here, the rest of my life will be different.
Yeah. And I think that kind of mathematics is worth it.
Yeah, that's a future, bro.
Yeah.
And that's a hope and a future. Every table, bro. It doesn't matter. It's the resources. It doesn't matter if it's the judges. It doesn't matter. The attorneys, man. The attorneys, the county attorney, the public defender, the law students from the University of Arizona. Bro, they're out there just investing in you.
Yeah.
You know? And you should take, and I'm talking to all of you out there, my brothers and sisters from the incarcerated community, man. I'm talking to you. These people have hearts of absolute gold, man, and they are spending their day off out there to make sure that we have just a little something extra in life. And you know what? When you walk out of there that day, that doesn't mean everything's going to be easy. We're still going to face it. We're still going to go through it, and we still got to deal with it. We still got to deal with all the things that put us in the place, that put us in the joint to begin with. Yeah. When we start doing that, then we stop the constant cycle. We talk about the pipeline all the time, bro. And what are we doing? A hope and a future, man. Yeah. We're cutting off the pipeline, man. And we're making a new pipeline to vocational training, to education, to behavioral health, to all of those things that makes us whole again, bro. Right?
Yeah.
And you're the doctor of trauma, bro. And you know, man, we are spinning our wheels unless we start to deal with those things.
Oh, yeah.
And when we deal with those things, all of this stuff starts to come together in all of these areas of our life. We're in the justice court, we're in the municipal court, we're in the superior court. Yeah. We need help with this addiction problem. We need help with a job, man. We need some clothes, man. And, you know, all of this stuff is coming against me. You got an army of people that are willing to help you.
Yeah.
Get your clothes on, get washed up, brush them up, and come on down, man, because we got people here that are setting up already at the community center and just anxious and expectant that everybody is going to receive something this day, right? And we are. Yeah. We've seen it for 4 years, bro. Yeah. And we've seen it with 2 clinics this year. Yeah. And every time, I'd like to be able to, no, I wouldn't like to be able to say that I'm not surprised anymore. I'm still surprised, bro. I am still amazed at what happens every time we pull this off.
Yeah, and let me connect public safety in this.
Yeah.
Public safety, you heard me say, we cannot arrest our way to a long-term solution. We can't incarcerate and convict ourselves into a long-term solution. What makes this a really great public safety policy is because of the fact that we are shifting the mindsets and hearts of people who used to be criminals, who do not want to go back to prison, who want to reintegrate their society, their community, and their families. And that's what we do. When we're shifting mindsets to people don't want to go back to prison, that's we're in the recidivism business as well. Yeah. We're trying to stop people from going back to prison. We're trying to at some point even keep kids from going back to prison. You know, so this is what we do time in and time out, is to make our streets safer, not because we arresting a whole lot of people. Don't get me wrong, there's a role and there's a place for law enforcement. You know, we thank God for the guardians that is in our communities that keeps us safe. But the bigger picture is it's not just arrests and putting handcuffs on people and stopping frisking. Yeah. It's really about shifting those mindsets, helping people deal with their traumas, which is some of the most root causes by which people are incarceration anyway. If you're talking about Department of Corrections, then maybe Department of Corrections need to look at the root causes of incarceration and start building a robust mental health facility,
that's right.
Building a robust trauma center, you know, where people can deal with these root causes,
that's
right?
That's right.
And then we could start dealing with the effects and the symptoms of what we're seeing in the justice system. But we're not dealing with the root causes. I mean, most of it is a lot of trauma, right? And so when we say Department of Corrections, maybe we need to start pushing the prison systems and stuff to start thinking about facilities in regards to helping people with addictions and substance abuse and trauma and mental illness and dealing with psychiatric disorders and mood disorders and making sure people getting the right medication and treatment and all of those different things. And, you know, and eventually we're going to be pushing that. You know, Fresh Start is a baby. I can't even imagine what Fresh Start looked 10 years ago. I cannot imagine what Fresh Start looked like in 2034.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And by then, you know, we have international headquarters. By then, we've been and had a few Fresh Starts in Chicago and Detroit and Atlanta and D.C. and all these major cities. LA. So it's coming, guys. You know, one of the things, you know, I always wanted to do, too, in the Fresh Start organization is has a division where we relook at cold cases where people have falsely been convicted, sitting in prison and did not do the crime but doing the time. You know, having a division where we get attorneys and prosecutors to partner with Fresh Start and say reopen and look at these cases that's fishy, that does not pass the smell test. Yeah. You know, with new technology and DNA analysis and things of this nature, it's creating a lot of people getting out of prison, you know. So this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
This is the beginning.
Believe it or not, there's people in there that are actually innocent.
Yeah.
They're and a percentage, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, not just these point percentages.
No,
I mean,
percentage
points.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, that there's people in there, and because they might have had a past,
yeah,
they were the first one that was looked at, and then all of the evidence was just piled against them. Yeah. And they couldn't get out of it because they come from a place that couldn't afford an attorney that could get above that pile.
Yeah.
And people like that, bro.
Overzealous prosecutors.
Yeah. And people like that, bro, people of color, people from poverty, they don't get the same justice, my brother.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They get a completely different form of justice in the courtroom. And they get a completely different form of attorney in the courtroom.
Yes.
And nothing against those attorneys, but the states and the cities and everybody, they pile case after case after case, hundreds of cases on public defenders. Yeah. And say, defend these men to the best of your ability. Yeah. Right? And give these men the best defense possible.
Right.
Do you think those men are getting the best defense possible when one person is handling 170 cases, bro?
No.
That does not happen that way.
It does not happen.
And we do not come out with a justice.
Right.
And like you're talking about, the prisons should look like college campuses, bro. They should look like hospitals. Yeah. You know, they shouldn't look like these cages and boxes that look like zoos that you keep wild animals in, bro. And you have weapons in those zoos that keep the wild animals at bay with sand pellets and with bean bags and with pepper spray and with handcuffs and with clubs and all of those things, bro. And there's human beings in there, bro.
Yeah.
At one time, there was 57,000 human beings in the Arizona State Prison System, bro. Yeah. Human beings being treated that way.
No, that's real. That's real.
How do you get past that, bro, when it happens for so many years, right? And that's ingrained. Your homeostasis becomes, we get out of there thinking, that's our way of life. So we'll get out, we'll do this, we'll go back home.
You don't get to create a zoo culture and then wonder why you have animals.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, that's really good. You
know,
and if you're hitting them with a cattle prod and you wonder why they become a wolf,
you created.
You should not wonder.
Yeah, you created.
You made him.
Yep, you created it, and then you create no aftermath, decompressing type of process when people come out. They've been convicted for 10 years. They're living in a zoo culture kind of a environment for 10 years, and then you wonder why you got animal behavior, but you don't do anything to reverse it when they come out of prison. Yeah. We just let you out.
We need a whole show on that, bro.
We just let you out.
Yeah.
Now I treat you like a lion, a tiger, and a gorilla, and then we wonder why we got all these lion, tiger, and gorilla behavior. You created that animal behavior.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You created that, and then when you release them, you don't have a decompressing reversal kind of process of rewiring their brain for society. We just let you out.
Yeah. Who am I? Right. I'm this animal in a cage, and you just let me out of the cage.
Your daughter don't even recognize you.
I'm not in a cage no more.
Yeah. But the cage is in you.
Yeah.
You out of the cage, but cage is in you. Yeah. We institutionalize people. We rewire brains with a zoo culture, and then we wonder why they turned into animals on us. You created the zoo culture. You created it.
Amen, bro. You just sing it in the choir. Amen.
Right? You created it.
Yeah.
I know we run out of time,
I know, man.
but
We got to do. We got to do.
We got to come back on this. But look, y'all. Look, we got 20-something seconds. Look, come on down. Meet us in a few hours at the TCC. We're gonna be here at the expo, where we believe that mistakes should only be a life lesson and not a life sentence. So come on down. Check us out. 9 a.m., 1 p.m. Get here early. Get in the line. It's free. And let's do what we need to do, where we believe that everyone deserves a new beginning. God bless. Fresh Start Expo in a few hours.